All in unanimous decision for your winner. Out of the blue corner, James the Suplex Kid Clark.
Naomi Prue here at BTC 26 with James Clark. Congratulations. This one did go to the judges' scorecards, and you seem to have a little bit of a disagreement with that. Can you talk to us a little bit more about that?
Oh, I just thought they said it how, like, they say a split decision. So it was unanimous, and it's still unanimous if two gives it one. I think all three judges scored it for me. I don't know, but they said it like a split decision, so I was like, oh, my last fight, if anyone follows me, it was pretty controversial. I guess it went pretty viral just for being so controversial. I was smoking this Tommy Morrison kid for 3 rounds, and he caught me the body shot, and it landed. There's no excuses in this game, but for a body shot, he followed me down, and the ref gave me just one punch in the back of the head, and I purposely turned my head that way, so he only had, I think punches to the back of the head should be legal regardless, but at least give me like 3 or 4 for a body shot. But it was pretty communist in Quebec, so I knew what I was getting into, but there's no excuses in this game. It got a lot of hits just because it was so controversial, but it blew my 8-fight win streak, and my dreams were crushed for the night. But the only way is to get over something like that is just get back in here. And Gabe's got a shitty record, but anybody that knows the UFC, knows the fight game, knows what he brings to the table. And hats off to the guy, he proved it. I was planning on knocking him out, but he made me, he brought me back into my wrestling ways. So I respect the shit out of him. Yeah.
So you mentioned coming off a controversial kind of loss there and then coming into tonight. How do you separate that mentality of maybe, you know, the negative opinions and all the thoughts you might have after a fight like that?
Yeah. You know, I think Conor McGregor said it, and I hate Conor McGregor, actually, but I respect that what he does for the sport. I'm more of a Khabib fan, as you know my style, but he said, basically, I put my heart and soul into this, and I lost my mind in the process. And anyone that hears some of these interviews of mine, they see that I'm pretty crazy. So, there's not a whole lot. I used to play hockey for 17 years, and I couldn't even watch a hockey game without my ADHD going crazy. But fighting's taken over my life, and I'm grateful for it because all my best friends and anyone that's got season ticket holders to the Suplex Kids show, they're family to me, and my best memories that I have in my life all come from this crazy shit. And like I was saying on the mic, I've liked those Crossbow Kids for a long time. I think they're good guys and stuff, but it just shows our sport, like how much, you know, like some people, Mike Tyson, while people fighting last night, like it was kind of sad to see, but I was glad that, you know, he didn't get finished, and I think Jake let up anyway on him. But, you know, some people say I could last around with Mike Tyson and stuff. It's like, you wouldn't even come out of the fucking dressing room, buddy. And it just goes, like, I got a lot of respect still for those Crossbow Kids and stuff, but, like, I think that's about, like, 5 or 6 times they've pulled out the day of the fight, and I'm thinking about getting hit by a bus in the morning too, like, but like just to like finding a way out. Like it's crazy how much the mind plays games on you and stuff. Like I got one of my ex-girlfriends in the stands right now. She's got a dyke girlfriend and shit. I just met her. I'm not. I'm cool with that. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, they're good people and stuff, and if I got nothing against. I'm not homophobe or nothing like that, but she supports me obviously still. It's kind of cool. Yeah. I say what's on my mind. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I got a lot of great fucking stories because of this shit. I love it, and fighting's my life, and we joke around about till the wheels fall off, me and my buddies, and it's not a joke. Like, literally, a lot of my close friends have CT. I obviously have CT. And it's pretty sad. Like, once the brain goes, it's not something you can just grow back like a broken arm. I broke 8 guys' arms in this sport, and, they couldn't wipe their asses in the morning, but if they could do it to me, they would. And, but the brain's one of those things. It doesn't just, you can't just put a cast on it and it's all good. So I got respect for anybody that fights, and anyone that at least understands what we are giving out here, because a lot of careers are ended in the gym. Most of my rounds, I'm from a small gym, but anytime I lose rounds, it's to like 55ers and stuff, where I have to travel to Thailand and other places to get my ass kicked. But I think fighters are the most humble people because they know what it's like to get their ass kicked countless times. But a lot of careers are just left in the gyms, right? And I love this shit. I'm gonna keep doing it till the wheels fall off.
You're talking about having so much respect for fighters, but I have to mention your opponent, Gabe.
Yeah.
You were mentioning a lot, giving jabs about him having to retire after this if you beat him and all this stuff. Even at BTC's 25, their last event, back in the parking lot, apparently you had a few words for him. So can you just talk to us a little bit about your opponent, Gabe Sagman, and your relationship?
Yeah. So, I kind of elaborated to him a little bit there. Everybody that knows, I said it even in an interview, that I have the utmost respect for him. At the end of the line, when dreams are on the line this big, it's personal. I think maybe it's a me problem, the fact that I can't get along with any of my opponents lately. But, this last 6 times, it's a lot of times, even in school, I felt like I didn't really start the fight. I was kind of but it's easy to act like that. And my coach basically says, well, if you don't go to the bar, bad shit can't happen anyway. But just to give you a little inside scoop on that, 5 years ago we were supposed to fight. I got a little brother. He's a little dickhead. He bought me those shorts though for Christmas. They're pretty cool. Kind of give me the from a small town, I'm a hick type thing, but I'm a city boy too, actually. So it's kind of funny. They're just funny shorts. But anyway, me and my brother, we are half brothers, and we don't always get along like brothers do. We toughen each other up a bit. But anyway, before me and Gabe were supposed to fight 5 years ago, he went like this, and he gave me a black eye because we were doing a video, and I always turn it up a little bit when I got people coming in and doing a video and stuff anyway. But he gave me a black eye 5 days before the fight, so obviously I was pissed off, and we took the gloves off and started fighting for real. And I had to fight Gabe in 5 days, defend my belt. I never actually lost that belt. So Tony's the champ now, actually. We fought back in amateur. But anyway, I never defended the belt. My coach says, you're not a champ till you defend it. So, this was kind of my title defense, what it's supposed to be with Gabe. But online, he talked some shit. And before that, he was calling me the paper champ. And that's kind of where it started. Anybody that's going to, I've always been that, especially, as 5 years ago, I was more of a piece of shit when I couldn't really, have that self-discipline, but anyway, so I got on my keyboard warrior back, and that's kind of how our beef started. But I felt like a dick because I cross-welded it and pulled out 5 days before it, and I've only ever pulled out at 2 fights, but that was a legit, my knee, my one buddy Braden Patton went to break it up, and he went to grab me, pull me off my little brother, and my knee popped, and I had a 6-week LCL thing, so I had to back out. But no excuses. I messaged Gabe right after, he never even responded. I said, I'm not looking past you, there's no one else I want to fight. We can run it in 6 weeks when they have another card. And he just ghosted me, and he went on to do his own thing, and then his record went from 7-4 to 9-8 now, and then I went from 4-3, and I went on the up, but that doesn't mean anything. He was fighting tough guys at 135 as well. I have a lot of tough fights as well, but I'm a realist when it comes down to it. He has a shitty ass record, and it probably, in most people's eyes, it's not a fight that gets me to the UFC because they're just looking at his shitty record. But anybody who's real knows all his losses are elite of elite guys, right? But anyway, long story short, that's how our little beef started. And then he fought Anton Potocki, and I fought Anton Potocki back in amateur, and we talked after my controversial loss to Tommy, and he knows 3-0, you're getting close to me, Tommy, and Tony, and Louis, but Louis hurt. But those are the only guys. Once you become 4-0, there's only a short list, and there's 5 of us that once you get, and then, or they'll just bring in Mexicans like they've been doing. well, Gabe tapped him out in 2 seconds, first round. And then because we have this history, I'm a paper champ. I was like, fuck you. I got a little bit of Conor McGregor. I like to think more like a Nate Diaz, like, fuck you, I'll keep it real. But, yeah, that's how it started, basically. I seen him in the parking lot, and I've been trying to get a fight, especially the only way to get over a loss like that. And it's so hard to get licensed in Ontario. I was already licensed, so I was like, I'm getting on a plane next month going back to Thailand. I got connections down there, too, so either that or the Ultimate Fighter. I was just training at John Jones' gym. I better hurry up and watch that fight. But anyway, I was just training with Diego Brando and all those guys down. I finished my camp out in New Mexico at John Jones' gym. Anyway, that was pretty cool. But the manager there, I love you, Brad De Silva, but the manager there said that I win this fight, he can get me on the Ultimate Fighter. So, but I couldn't do anything with it because I don't ever look through my opponent. Like, I knew Gabe, he'd come with a good shot there too. He could easily win tonight. And, it wasn't my most exciting fight, but either way, it's a win. And I'm 10-4 now, so this manager, dude, they're all crooked. But anyway, he said he can get me an interview. And, some of these interviews are long and I talk and I ramble, but my first one was fucking UFC shared it, went viral. I was like, I just cut smoking 6 weeks ago on TKO and it went viral. So, I'm either hit or miss on the interview, but they put me on a mic on UFC. I might need a notepad, but I'll be on that show if I get an interview.
You definitely have quite the personality, and you keep it real. You say it how you think it is. What does it mean to you, not only as a fighter, but to also sell your personality as just almost a social media personality kind of thing? What does that mean to you?
It's like Nate Diaz shit. Like, just keep it real. Sometimes I tell girls I'm trying to hook up with and stuff. I tell them I talk a little too much, maybe. I like to show my dark side off of it, and you either love me or you don't. And it's paid off. So I keep it real at the end of the day, and I only want people around me that accept me for who I am, because sometimes I slip up like humans do, and sometimes I'd be crying after these fucking fights, and like I said, I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I could beat up probably 99% of people in this building right now, and I could cry while I'm doing it. So, that's how I feel. Yeah.
Well, this is BTC's last event of the year. You did mention the Ultimate Fighter. Going into 2025, what are some goals you have for yourself in your MMA career? And lastly, any thank yous you want to give off?
Well, that little bitch, Tommy, actually, I just liked his post because he won last night too, but he straight up said that he wasn't going to give me a rematch because he knows it was so controversial, and I don't blame the kid. He got his ass kicked for 3 rounds before it became controversial. So he's a young kid. I take it for what it is. If anything, it's just a compliment that he didn't want to run it back. Not that I even wanted to run it back in controversial Quebec, but, I'm grateful for BTC. I vacated this belt years ago because we didn't get the Gabe matchup. We didn't get to run it back. He retired in between that. That's kind of where our beef came with. That's where it was and I knew he'd be a lot tougher. He's not an easy guy to just retire again. I think he'll be around here for a long time still. He's a pretty young guy still, so he's just got miles. But, yeah, shout out to all my teammates, my friends, my family. My coach is getting married now, as you know. So, everything's starting to line up. It's coming full circle. I said I was going to knock him out. He turned me back into a wrestler. He can hit hard, too. So, every time I get in here, I get to show a little bit more of myself, and it's till the wheels fall off for me. So, yeah, a lot of love in my life tonight. That's about it.
Thank you. You've definitely shown us you can do it all. Thank you so much, and congratulations once again. I'm Naomi Peru for BTC.